So for skill 5, these were the values that I chose. The first part was asking you to find a triangle using 3 of these, where you had to use law of sines. So I chose an angle side triangle. You can see that right up here. It's kind of foggy, but my angle A was 22 degrees, my angle C was 103 degrees, and my side A was 15 degrees. So you would notice that you'd be able to do the law of sines because using those values you can solve for C, but I'll get more onto that later because I did solve that one out in E. So in B it asks you to find one that solves for with law of cosines. So I chose a side angle side, and in which I solved for the angle of C. I had A, which was 15. I used B, which is 25, and I used my angle C, which was 103. And through this, if you plug in A, B, and C, you can solve for C, the lowercase c, which is the angle value. The third thing was asking for a triangle with 2 possible solutions. Now for this, what I did was I chose a side-side angle for actually the next 2 because a side-side angle triangle has either 0, 1, or 2 solutions, and the next 2 are referring to this. So for C, for 2 solutions, I put the smaller side with a smaller angle in order to have 2 solutions, because if you have a smaller side with a smaller angle, then once you create the larger side with the larger angle, you're able to have that and have the sides add up to 180 degrees. But however, in D, when it's asking for 0 solutions, I put the larger angle with the smaller side, because once you have a small side, a large side, and a medium side, let's say, you would have a large angle with the small side, and an even larger angle with the larger sides, and so on. And therefore, your angles would not add up to 100 degrees, 180 degrees, they'd add up to more than that, and that would not create a triangle. Therefore, there are 0 solutions. And you can see that in my 2 triangles right here. Here's C, and here is D. I've also included the values of those more in depth in my written solution right here. And then as for E, I decided to solve out A. So I took the law of sines, sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C, in which I had angle A, angle C, and side length A. And so I used the law of sines in order to find all of the side lengths and angles. As you can see down here, I basically found the side lengths, and with these 2 angles I could subtract these 2 from 180 in order to get this third angle. And after I found all of these sides and angles, I used a proportion to find these. I found the height, and you can see here, this is my formula in which I found the height, and I needed to find the height in order to calculate the area, which is, of a triangle, the area is 1/2 times base times height. So I did find the base through the law of sines, and I found the height through the law of sines as well, but it was slightly different as I was calculating for the height rather than another side like that. So then I just solved out 1/2 base times height, and I got my value of 239.702 units squared, and here were my other values, and that's basically how I solved A. And this would be the method in which you could find each of these different types of triangles.